Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. It is an immense pleasure to have each one of you here on the channel to share another journey of care, technique, and above all, relief. Today's case is one that makes us reflect on how small, neglected signs can evolve into states of extreme pain. Sometimes, a tiny detail in our feet, a poorly cut nail corner, or a slightly tight shoe can turn into a massive problem. And that is exactly what we are facing today with this patient. Observe closely the intensity of this inflammation. The toe is visibly throbbing with a very bright red color, what we call hypermia. And there is already a clear bacterial colonization through secretion and odor. My patient, understandably, tried to solve the situation at home using Rifocina. However, when there is a spicule, which is nothing more than that piece of nail acting like a true spear buried deep within the soft tissue, no medication, no matter how powerful, can work on its own. Medicine might mask the symptoms for a day, but as long as the piercing agent is there, attacking the dermis, the inflammation will keep coming back in full force. I have already started the protocol by applying a topical anesthetic and letting it sit for a generous amount of time before turning on the camera. My absolute priority in any treatment is comfort. I know many of you watching get chills just seeing the inflamed area, so imagine her sensitivity, which is at the limit of what is bearable. A point that generates a lot of curiosity. Notice that the nail polish remains intact on the nail. Many people ask me why I don't remove the polish right away with acetone or common removers. I made the strategic decision not to do that now to protect the patient. Applying a chemical solvent in direct contact with this open wound would cause unbearable burning and unnecessary chemical trauma. Therefore, the plan is surgical. We will focus first on the mechanical cause of the pain, which is the extraction of the spicule, and only then will we handle the aesthetic cleaning of the nail plate with all the delicacy that podiatry demands. While I organize my precision instruments for the extraction, I would really like to interact with you. Tell me in the comments, what part of the world are you watching this procedure from today? I receive messages from Portugal, Angola, the United States, and every corner of Brazil. I read each of your comments with great affection, and although the quantity is huge and I take a little while to respond to everyone, I love this exchange of experiences and learning that we build in this community. Analyzing this patient's skin type now, we notice a fundamental characteristic. It is extremely fair, thin, and delicate. In our technical classification scale, we call these type 1 skin. People with this phototype and dermis thickness have a much more aggressive and rapid inflammatory response. Any microtrauma is enough for the immune system to react in an exacerbated way, creating what you see here, the granuloma. The granuloma, or proud flesh, is the body's desperate attempt to protect the injured area, but it ends up becoming an obstacle as it is highly vascularized and sensitive tissue. In just 1 week, the condition went from a slight discomfort to this critical situation of edema and infection. I am now going in with the cutting and exploration instruments to locate the exact pressure point. I need a steady hand and a lot of patience to navigate around this granuloma without causing unnecessary bleeding. The focus here is millimetric precision. I am feeling the side of the nail plate. I feel the resistance of the buried nail. I am carefully prying it. And there, look at that! We managed to remove the entire spicule from the base. It is impressive how the tissue breathes and the color of the toe begins to change almost instantly as soon as that pressure is released. Without that piercing agent, her body finally receives the green light to stop the pain cycle and begin cellular regeneration. But the work doesn't end with the extraction. To speed up this recovery and ensure she leaves here without that heavy feeling in her foot, we are going to use technology to our advantage through low-intensity therapeutic laser. The laser isn't just for aesthetics, it performs photobiomodulation. It acts directly on the cell's mitochondria, accelerating ATP production and drastically reducing this edema, the accumulated swelling. Since she mentioned she already has some natural circulation difficulties, the laser becomes essential, as it stimulates peripheral microcirculation, preventing the foot from continuing to retain fluids. Taking care of the nail's beauty is rewarding, but restoring the dignity of walking, putting on a shoe, and moving on with life without pain is what truly transforms any patient's emotional state.
Quanto solda. Teu olho é azul, né? Deixa eu ver. Tu tá doido? Tu queimou a vista? Daí a máscara é aquela coisa assim. E às vezes tu tem que chegar mais perto do negócio. Não, tem uma máscara menor, não? Claro. Entra por debaixo do óculos a fumaça. Não adianta o óculos. Teria que ser aqueles óculos de mergulho. Esse ano foi muito rápido. Ok.
Now that the area is decompressed, I begin the mechanical cleaning of the polish using a scalpel blade. I do this with gentle movements, removing any product residue or dead skin, so the nail is fully sanitized and prepared for the final dressing. During the appointment, we talked about how external factors that seem distant, like dry weather, sudden temperature changes, and even her allergic crises influence immunity. Everything in our organism is interconnected. The stress caused by severe allergic rhinitis, for example, releases cortisol into the blood, which can delay the healing of a simple wound on a toe. I will finish the procedure by performing a light cauterization where necessary and applying a high-quality ozonated oil. Ozone is fantastic for sensitive skin because it is bactericidal and regenerative without being aggressive. I instructed the patient on home care. No using medications that overdry the skin or ointments that overhydrate and leave the wound stuffy. The secret of modern podiatry is balance. If this spicule hadn't been removed today, the risk of it evolving into infectious cellulitis, which is when the infection spreads through the foot and up the leg, would have been very high. If you value this type of content, where we combine professional technique with a human and careful look, don't forget to leave a like. This signals to the platform that this content is relevant and helps us reach people who might be suffering in silence with this same problem. Subscribe to the channel to follow the evolution of this case and so many others that we share weekly. And of course, share this video in your family groups. There is always someone in need of a self-care tip. I leave you with a final thought. Your body is your temple, your only real place to live. Do not ignore the small signs it gives you. A little pain in your foot might seem silly, but it consumes your energy and your joy. Take care of yourself with affection. Look for professionals who respect your pain and never put your health off for later. God bless you, have a bright week, and I'll see you in the next video.